Hey, welcome back, everyone. Again, I am Wendy, Dr. Wendy Schofer of Family in Focus. And today is it's a riff, a little riff just between you and me about self-care and really think about what the hell is self-care and what does it mean for you to be practicing self-care? So the reason I'm thinking about this right now is that it's Friday. And I am working clinically. I have chosen to have my days in the clinic be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yes, I have created it so that Fridays and Mondays I have off. But yet, noticing that today sure doesn't feel like an off day for me. Now, I'm wearing my comfy pants. There you go, pie pants. Yes, there you go. Rosie the Riveter on my feet. I'm wearing the Eagles comfy sweatshirt because I'm going at my own speed today. But I've noticed how, even on these days that I have thought of as days off, they're not truly days off. They're the days that I'm trying to fit everything in that I can't otherwise do when I'm working in the clinic. There's the thing. So I have many years of practicing getting things done, making a list and boom, 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 banging it out. I have many years of practice of being someone who has always been running around, hair on fire, and thinking that that was the secret to my success. I would keep going, except I was freaking exhausted all the time. But I would never sit down. I would never rest because I would think that that would basically mean that I was being lazy and I could see the things building up that I wasn't getting done. That in itself is exhausting. When I would hear folks talking about, self-care, going out and like getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting a massage, whatever it looks like, I'm like, I don't have time for that crap. I don't have time for that because of look at all these other things with work and family and bills and all the things that need to happen. And that was the lie. That was the lie. So after having burnout, and that's a story that I'm going to say for another time about the various shades of burnout that I've had over the years, um, I've had an opportunity to rest, to just take some time. It's kind of like how I figured out that I needed to sleep more than the average person. I was chronically sleep deprived throughout all of my training, all of my early years of practice. And then there was this one time where I had off, a break from work. And I just slept and slept and slept. And my husband's like, "What's wrong with you? You're sleeping all the time." I'm like, "I feel amazing." It feels amazing. And that was where I started learning that I don't just, the whole thing, like you should have like 7 or 8 hours per night as an adult. Well, I was living on fumes, like maybe 6 hours, something like that in my training program, definitely less than that sometimes. And I realized that I need 9 hours of sleep consistently. Oh, the kids know I'm so much nicer. They're like, "Mom, did you not get sleep last night? You're kind of cranky." Like, they totally know me. They totally know me. So I'm so much nicer. My moods are better when I get sleep. Last night I slept, I think 10 hours. I went to bed really super early. And again, it's just listening to what is it that I need? And that's the question I've started asking. What is it that I need for me? And noticing how that's different from how I'm used to. I can't just say how I used to do it, okay? How I've practiced so much, because I still do it, when I think, what is it that I need to do? There's a huge difference between what we need and what we need to do. need to do is coming up against all of those like expectations, whether they're ours, whether they're someone else's, proving, justifying. There's so much in that about, thinking about what I needed to do in order to be, a good mom, a good wife, a good doctor, a good person, that I have to prove these things versus what is it that I need in order to take care of myself, to be the good person that I am, no matter what it is that I do. What is it that I need? I'm reminding myself of this a lot. That question comes up so often in the office because I'm always trying to look at what is it that kids need? What is it that their emotions, that their behaviors are giving us a clue to what their needs are, as opposed to what they need to do, which is all about socialization and training. And I mean, that's the thing. I was socialized to think that I needed to do all these things. So, as I answer that question today, I need soft clothes right now. I need time and space. I need to acknowledge that I made a long list once again of things that I'm going to do on my day off. Laugh about it because I've had lots of practice. I'm not going to give myself grief for it. But that's not actually the self-care that I need right now. I had a really emotionally challenging week. I'm taking on a lot in the office as I'm creating this clinic of my dreams. I'm bringing it to life. But it means that I am taking on a lot as I build trust with kids and their families, and they are sharing the real deal of what they're going through. They're being vulnerable. They're sharing that because that's part of building connection. I'm offering that. And I also need to be able to process for myself, to be able to let that go. And for me, that means creating that space, this self-care, truly having time off, that it's not about me adding more things into my life, my brain, my heart. I need to be able to process that. And that looks like, for me, and you get to figure out what it looks like for you. For me, it looks like creating space and sharing and, oh goodness, doing it my way.